Positive Spin, presenting positive,
passion for change, the
Be
passion.
elated that you are alive.
Innovative, and solution-oriented news from around the world.
Would you believe that this girl is autistic? Hi, my name is Danny Bowman. This is my story.
On today's program, we'll cover the Palm Springs International Animation Festival on its 10th anniversary.
Support them.
And I take great pride in this festival in celebrating independent animation and art from all around the world.
And we'll experience the wonder of the annual Albuquerque Balloon Fiesta.
في ناس كتير يعني بتعتمد عليها اعتماد كلي.
Then our correspondent, Brenda Lynn Martin, will introduce a United Nations segment on sustainable crop development in Egypt.
Anatoly Lisovska, a biologist, was surprised to learn that the government was planning to repeat its mistake.
Following that, our correspondent Ron Sato will introduce a profile of the 2019 Goldman Prize recipient for Europe.
Ecofest begin investigating the impact of the proposed dams.
Hi, my name's Peter Lee.
Finally, we'll hear a series of personal messages of peace from people in the United
I
States.
smile to make it a better place. Thank you.
The Palm Springs International Animation Festival recently celebrated its 10th anniversary. Positive Spin covered the festival and interviewed founder and director Brian Neil Huff and Dana Bowman, founder of Danimation, an organization of filmmakers with autism.
Yes, I'm Brian Neilhoff, and I'm the founder and the festival director of the Palm Springs International Animation Festival. The festival started actually 10 years ago in my backyard. It was originally called the Backyard Film Festival. And we have, over the years, grown in relationships with animation schools and studios from over 108 countries. And I take great pride in this festival in celebrating independent animation and art from all around the world. And we have big plans for the future as we go through the years. We are planning for 2020 to have a larger event, but inviting more filmmakers and artists and schools to participate in our nonprofit to celebrate animation as art in motion. It's been a long journey. In the 10 years I've gotten to meet wonderful artists from all over the world, and what they bring to our festival and what they bring in art is incredible, and it's something that it's become a part of me. I love it. When we do the films, we get so many movies. We get over 3,000 submissions. We had 300 short films that were selected this year. So each year we do a certain amount of screenings. Sometimes we do up to 250 shorts, sometimes we just do 10, depending on what we can fit into our schedule. And that's the tough part. The tough part is taking all this great work and trying to crunch it down into a smaller event. There's so much great work that this would be like a 5-day festival. If you want to learn more about what we do, you can go to our website, www.psiaf.org, and learn more about the festival and our mission and what our hopes are for the future.
Great, thank you so much, Brian. So, all the films in the block were created by people with different abilities, including autism. Like the filmmakers in this block here, I am also differently abled. I have autism. That's one of the reasons why I've started Danimation Entertainment, because I know a lot of us are gifted in the visual arts, and that skill is required in the animation industry. So I knew I could help others like me and enter into the animation industry, and I want to show them that animation can be a great career choice.
I am Danny Bowman, founder and chief creative officer of Danimation Entertainment.
I'm Sandy Vielma. I am her media director.
Social media director. for Danimation.
Yes.
I'm also happen to be on the autism spectrum.
Right.
I've been running Danimation Entertainment for a decade, and I've illustrated through Danimation Entertainment. The company illustrated and published 6 books and premiered 9 animated shorts, a PSA, and a music video at San Diego Comic-Con. Danimation Entertainment's mission is to help individuals with all abilities, including autism, to properly get into the animation industry from zero to animator.
In 1985, a baby girl is born in Sherman Oaks, California. Would you believe that this girl would explore her love of animation and decide to found her own animation company at age 11? Would you believe that she would continue to follow her dream and lead her own production company at age 14? Would you believe that at age 16, this girl travels the country teaching animation workshops to autistic kids? Would you believe that this girl is autistic? Hi, my name is Danny Bowman. This is my story.
Do you know someone with autism? Love them, encourage them, support them. To learn more, visit rethinkingautism.com.
That my parents were told to never expect anything from me, but it's been proved wrong.
Right.
If I can do it, they can do it. So you can look it up, Danimation Entertainment, at www.danimationentertainment.com.
Go after their dreams.
That's the beauty of it.
The Albuquerque International Balloon Fiesta is the largest balloon festival in the world. Each year, nearly 600 vibrantly colored balloons rise into the air, creating an enchanted world in the sky over New Mexico. Home at Last, an inspiring song by singer-songwriter Tedwin Wright, adds a beautiful complement to this segment.
Home at last, after so long on the roads, I've been wandering. Feels so good. Your love is real. My mind keeps pondering and takes me out into the world to be free. And says there's so much yet to see, but you make me happy in your own special way. The magic of your love calls me, and I just can't stay away. And I'm home at last. Yes, I'm home at last. Time goes past when I'm playing hard and fast at the games of distraction. Don't you know how easy it is to get lost chasing satisfaction? If paradise was really meant to be found, then to your love I am bound. Even all my burning desires, they could be cooled. But like anyone, sometimes I just get fooled. But I'm home at last. Yes, I'm home at last. And I'm home at last. Yes, I'm home at last. Yes, I'm home at last.
In Egypt, food waste is a major problem. Now, the United Nations is partnering with the Egyptian government to train farmers on sustainable practices in crop development.
السنين اللي فاتت كان بيوصل معانا 2 جنيه ونص ولحد جنيه ونص، ما كانش بيلمها، ما بيجيش مصاريفه خالص. السنه اللي فاتت طبعا زي ما حكينا العنب اغلبيته كله، العنجود كان كله القلب بتاع العنجود كان كله حب صغير، ما جابش نتيجه معانا.
ادي 5 12 2 معانا الواحد.
فبنضطر بقى العنب بقى بنضطر ان نبيع بخساره، بدل ما نستفاد ان هو يبوظ في الشجره، لا نبيع بخساره وخلاص، مش مزعلاني، لان لو سبته في الشجره باظ دي هتزعلني اكتر.
لو انا قطعت الطماطم كده.
الفوائد الرئيسيه للمشروع بتاع التجفيف والوحده اللي احنا موجودين فيها، اول حاجه انها بتقلل الفائض في الطماطم. لو حصل في الطماطم عندنا زياده في الانتاج بنقدر نستوعب الانتاج الزايد عندنا في التجفيف. الحاجه الثانيه انها بتزود فرص عمل، بتوجد فرص عمل وبالاخص للسيدات.
في ناس كتير يعني بتعتمد عليها اعتماد كلي، بالنسبة لبنت هتجهز، بالنسبة للست بتساعد جوزها، بالنسبة لشاب بيكمل عشان يبني حياته كده يعني.
طيب حلو جدا. شوف لي غالي كام؟
اتعلمت من التدريبات مثلا كالمشروع ان درجه النسبه للسكريات مثلا، يعني مثلا 20% تبقى نسبه السكريات عاليه مظبوطه كويسه. كميه التسميد اللي انا ممكن نسميتها زياده على اللزوم ما الشجره ما استفادش بيها، فطبعا هي لها حاجه معينه، حجم معين هي تاخد تسميد عشان تستفاد بيه ما يروحش هدر مني في الارض.
انت الحاج انت هيروح فين؟ مش هيلاقي مكان. لما لقيت الوضع كده تشغله كده كل 15 يوم، كل 15 يوم.
المشروع ساعد بشكل كبير جدا صغار المزارعين في تقليل الفقد بعد الحصاد من العنب، من خلال التعرف على العمليات الفنيه واداره المحصول بشكل كبير جدا عشان نقلل فرص الامراض.
انا نحترم الاكل برضه عشان خاطر تعبت وشقيت، فبنحترم الاكل.
36
والله انا متفائلين ان شاء الله، السنين اللي جايه علينا دي ان شاء الله متفائلين خير ان شاء الله، الحمد لله. يعني السنين اللي عدت دي كلها طبعا ضيعتنا في خسائر ياما، فاحنا الحمد لله يعني في خير جاي ومتفائلين. ربنا يسهل الحال ان شاء الله، الحلقه يبقى تمام ان شاء الله.
We now profile Anna Chalabic Plasoska, an environmental activist from Macedonia and recipient of the 2019 Goldman Environmental Prize. Anna led a 7-year campaign to successfully cut off the funding for 2 large hydroplants planned to be placed in northern Macedonia's oldest and largest national park. Her leadership preserved one of the last undisturbed areas in Europe and protected the habitat of the nearly extinct Balkan lynx.
In 1952, the national government built a massive hydroelectric dam in Mavrovo National Park. The project completely devastated the region, displacing a community of shepherds and farmers and submerging the church that was the central hub for the community.
At that time, Mavrovo was basically a group of settlements where people lived as shepherds. But this is a very clear example of how large dams can impact both cultural heritage and natural heritage.
Anna Cholovic-Lesovska, a biologist, was surprised to learn that the government was planning to repeat its mistake by developing 2 major dams that would once again be built within Mavrovo National Park. Anna and her organization Ecosvest began investigating the impact of the proposed dams and became alarmed.
Dams are not sustainable projects. Macedonia is blessed with 280 days of sun in the year, which means that we have huge potential of use solar power. So the whole idea of building hydropower plants in a national park, for me, was insane.
Then Anna's alarm turned to outrage when Ecosvest's research indicated that the proposed dams would not only impact the park, but threaten the habitat of the critically endangered Balkan lynx.
When I realized that the Balkan lynx is at stake, I felt really triggered to stop these crazy plans and to do everything in my power to preserve the population of this critically endangered species. We have around 40 of the Balkan lynx left, and it is very important to protect its critical habitat.
But Anna and Ecosvest had some formidable adversaries. Not just the Macedonian government, but the World Bank and the European Bank for Reconstruction and Development had already approved the projects.
We were at the very beginning skeptical because the loans were granted and the decisions were made. However, we strongly believe that environmental protection should be paramount in any decision making.
Anna filed complaints against all of the stakeholders in the project and began to forge strategic partnerships with government officials and environmental organizations. Then she petitioned the Berne Convention, an international treaty that safeguards environmental accountability among member nations.
We also participated in public hearings to convey our concerns to the institutions. And with the support of 119 scientists from all over the world, we gathered more than 100,000 signatures for the protection of the Balkan lynx.
For 4 long years, Anna persisted with her multifaceted campaign. Then the dominoes started to fall in Ecosvest's favor. First, the European Bank for Reconstruction and Development issued a finding that the bank had breached its own procedures when it endorsed the projects. Then, the Berne Convention responded to Ecosvest's complaint, indicating that the hydropower plant should be stopped and encouraging the funders to withdraw. Soon, the World Bank did exactly that.
This was a major success for us. We managed to stop 2 large dams from happening. But for me, the fight is not over. My country has a responsibility to the world to protect this species. We really need to make sure that its habitat is purely intact.
For outstanding environmental achievement in Europe, the 2019 Goldman Environmental Prize is awarded to Anna Cholovic-Lesovska, Mavrovo National Park, North Macedonia.
We now hear a series of personal messages of peace from people throughout the United States.
Peace to me is
putting myself in other people's shoes, no matter what background or belief that they have, and just trying to not judge them. I know it's really hard because everyone's a little judgmental sometimes, but if we just become a little empathetic to maybe what someone else is going through, maybe we can discover peace that way.
Peace message to the world. It's just like human beings, I think in general are pretty much the same. Human beings in general are pretty much the same. The culture or the race or like whatever we are, it's like a wrapper over it, like wearing a different outfit. We should see through it and understand everyone has the same need and psychic, and we all want to do the same and feel the same and feel connected. I think that's what we should focus on rather than focus on things that divide or like things that make us feel different. So I think that'll be a good start from there. Yep.
Peace to me means dignity and respect for every human being.
Hi, my name's Peter Lee. I'd like to say everyone needs to give each other a smile to make it a better place. Thank you.
Thank you for watching Positive Spin. This show is made possible through the generosity of the Patty and Jack Wright Foundation. Watch and subscribe on our previous episodes on YouTube. And please, like us on Facebook. Watch us on Free Speech TV, Dish Network, DirecTV, Roku, Sling TV, Apple TV, and 37 cable stations. I'm Bill McCarthy. Now it's your turn. Inspire. Empower your community. Go out and make some positive news.
Positive news.
Me gusta?
Sí.